What the heck is up, you guys? It's your boy Ace, aka Animated Heroes, here back with another action figure news / pre-order update video. Today we got some pretty interesting things to talk about, some figures that we've been waiting on for quite some time, as well as a few others. Now, some of these I'm a little bit more excited for than others, but of course we're going to discuss all of that as we get right into it. Now, you guys already know how these videos work by now. Go ahead and drop a like for your boy, as it always motivates me to bring you guys this content. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that bell icon to be notified whenever I upload new content, and let's go ahead and get right into it, starting off with some Demon Slayer. Now, first things first, we have the official solicitation of the SH Figuarts Tanjiro Kamado from Kimetsu no Yaiba, or Demon Slayer. And I gotta say, man, this is definitely a good looking figure now that we finally have all of the promo images, and it's one that I'm definitely going to be buying, but I do have to say I have some problems with this. I feel like Tamashii Nations absolutely took the easy route with this figure. Now, it could be that they feel like the other two competitors, Figma and Buzzmod, are no competition, but I really thought that they would have gone all in with this release. Now, I don't know how much he's going to be, but I definitely feel like there should be more accessories. He comes with several different expressions, which is cool, but he doesn't come with any breathing techniques. He doesn't come with any battle damage, facial expressions, or anything like that. And he doesn't even come with the box that he carries on his back with Nezuko inside. And that's so weird to me. I don't know why they skipped out on all of that. It feels like it's setting up to be a mediocre release, because essentially if you look at this almost looks like the same exact figure that Figma gave us. Now, the Figma Tanjiro was actually a good figure. The rest of them weren't that great, but Figma Tanjiro was a solid 8.5 out of 10. I really didn't have any issues with it. He came with enough accessories for me to be satisfied. He came with the box, and he just looked good. I'm pretty sure this figure isn't going to scale too differently from that. Now, we also got the Buzzmod, which didn't come with enough accessories, but at least he came with some breathing techniques. So I don't know why Tamashii Nations decided to skip out on that. I'm guessing this figure is going to be relatively cheap because, for one, he's the main character of the line, and they might reuse at least his upper body to make some other characters. I'm hoping so, but still, man, we need some breathing techniques. Tamashii Nations has got to come along with the accessories. Otherwise, I mean, they're already getting beat out by Figma and Buzzmod, despite the price points on those being absolutely ridiculous. You're paying more to get more. And that's something that you want with Demon Slayer. I even ended up getting the McFarlane, I don't even know what it's called. I'll show a picture of it, but I picked that one up just because I want an accessory to go with this Tanjiro. Now, if you plan on getting your hands on him, he is going up for pre-order February 1st, and he is slated for July of 2024. Now, with Tamashii Nations giving us Tanjiro, it only made sense for them to give us Nezuko next, and we already knew this was coming because we saw a prototype for her as well months and months ago at this point, and now here are the official solicited images. And again, just like Tanjiro, this figure looks good, but at the same time, it's giving me PTSD. And what I mean by that is the Figma version was so bad, man, and this looks identical to it. Now, granted, obviously it's the same character, but it looks like the design choices are also going to be the same, which worries me. Now, I don't think that this figure is going to be falling apart. I don't think it's going to have as many QC issues, but just looking at it, I can almost feel this figure in hand because of the fact I had the Figma, and you guys know how I felt about that figure. And then also, to make matters worse, the Buzzmod figure wasn't really that much better. It was definitely better, but it wasn't much better. And it was just overpriced, the same as the Figma. So, I don't know, man. Just looking at this, I think it's going to turn out great. It's just my mind playing tricks on me right now because we haven't gotten a good Nezuko figure at all yet. And for the most part, this one looks good. I love that they kind of captured some of those important expressions with her. But posability-wise, it just doesn't look like she's going to be doing much, man. We don't see her in any kind of kicking poses, which she is known to do. I love that she comes with a pair of interchangeable legs so that she can sit down, but I would have preferred they gave her like an alternate dress for her to do like those attack poses that she does. It just doesn't look like she's going to be as dynamic as she's supposed to. And that's going to suck, man, because that's 3 Nezuko figures that aren't going to be able to achieve it. Now, I will say the Buzz mod was kind of able, but because of the fact it had real thick, soft goods, you would get her in a pose and the arms and legs would just kind of fling back sometimes and not really hold the pose the way you wanted them to. Now, that's just a minor gripe. We'll see what this figure is all about once it releases. But all in all, I don't know, man. They're still missing accessories. Like, there are things that Figma gave that Tamashii Nations didn't, such as the demon hands, where she's using her demon blood art technique. No kicking effects. And again, we didn't get it with Tanjiro. We don't get it with her. No box. So what is up? That box is like really important to the series, the character of Nezuko and Tanjiro. Like, we need that. So I don't know who they're going to attach it to as a throw-in accessory, but it truly feels like we're already starting off this line missing. But anyway, just like Tanjiro, she is going up for pre-order on February 1st. Now, instead of releasing in July, she is going to be releasing in August, a month after him. Now, this is one I know you guys are going to give me flack for, but I'm already prepared for it. Tamashii Nations showcased the next figure in their live-action One Piece line, and it is none other than Nami. Now, I know, where's Toji? That's what we want to hear about. I'm sorry, we're not here to talk about Toji. This is one for those special people like myself that are attached to the One Piece line, no matter whether it's the anime, the live action, or anything else in the mix. Personally, I really enjoyed the live action One Piece, which is exactly why I'm going to buy this figure. And in my opinion, it looks great. I think the Zoro looked great. I think the Luffy looks great. And I'm waiting to get my hands on both of those. We don't have any information on this figure yet, but since we got this image, I'm pretty sure we're going to be finding out something coming soon. Now, again, this segment is just for people who are interested in this. I will be covering it once we find out more information. And to the real One Piece fans who are interested in this, no matter what the property is, shout out to you guys, man. Don't be like those where's Toji people. I want Toji too, but I'm trying to maintain my patience. Anyway, moving right along. Now, keeping things One Piece, but switching back to the anime, we have the next figure in the anime line. It is our boy Kid, who we already knew was coming. And again, just like all of the others, I am so happy that we finally got the official promo images of this guy, and he looks amazing. Out of all the One Piece figures, I'm going to be honest, man, he looks the most dope. And it's obviously just because of his character design. I feel like Ichiro Oda really draws this character with a passion, and Tamashii Nations has brought it to life. Because if you look at it, this guy has a lot going on. He is not a simple design like Zoro, Luffy, Law. There's just a whole lot of intricate details here, especially when it comes to the robotic arm, the jacket that he's wearing, even the pants. Like, it's just a lot happening here, and I love it. I only have one worry when it comes to this figure. He looks like he's going to be extremely top heavy between the jacket and then the metal arm, and his feet are really tiny. On top of that, they're heeled. So I'm worried about this guy holding a pose. I don't think he's going to be able to pose very well. I feel like there's a stand that's probably been photoshopped out of these images. Well, obviously he's floating in some of them, but still, I'm worried about that. But other than that, man, I'm truly looking forward to this figure. Honestly, out of the entire One Piece line, this is the one that I'm the most excited for. And as you can see, he comes with another Build-A-Figure piece for Luffy. He comes with this kind of angry, teeth-gritted expression. And then the bottom right image where they are being attacked by Big Mom and Kaido. We got the trio comedic faces like that. That sold me alone, man. I already knew they were going to do it, but that sold me alone. I love how goofy they're getting with the One Piece line. Stuff like that is really going to make this line enjoyable, despite the shortcomings that they have in terms of QC. I really hope that they continue to get better because I want this line to thrive, man. And thankfully, they're still selling out like crazy, so I'm expecting it to do so. But anyway, if you want to get your hands on him, he's going up for pre-order February the 1st, and he is slated to release in June of 2024. This is an absolute must-have for me. Now, switching over to a little bit of Mafex before we get out of here. Here we have the next Marvel comic book figure from the Marvel comic book line that Medicom has been working on. It's another Iron Man. Now, honestly, I think this is probably just a repaint. I didn't do enough research to even try to figure out because I'm not buying this figure. But it's a blue variant to the red costume that we got. I'm pretty sure that's all it is. It's just a repaint with probably the same old accessories, maybe a new faceplate or two, but I don't really see much. He doesn't come with a blaster or any kind of crazy effect pieces that we haven't already seen. The most you're going to get out of this guy is probably the different, I can't even say facial expressions. It's just the eye slits are down on one, they're up on one, and you can see the eyes on certain helmets. That's really all it is to it. But yeah, if you plan on getting your hands on this guy right here, he's already up for pre-order. He's slated to release in December of this year, 2024, but we all know how Mafex is with their pushbacks. I don't expect it to be releasing before 2025. Now, last but not least, moving on to a comic book figure that I am going to be picking up. It is none other than the Medicom toy Return of Superman Superboy, which looks like it is going to be a really awesome figure. I believe this is the first time that we're going to see Medicom toy attempt to make a teenage body, and I truly hope that they go with the correct proportions and everything. It looks fine in these photos, but of course we don't know how he's actually going to scale with characters like Superman, Batman, Steel, and then other characters that we are going to have to pose him up next to in order for it to be a complete line. Now, so far, I'm loving a lot about this, especially the leather jacket that is made of soft goods. That right there, mwah, great job, Medicom toy. I'm so glad they included that. Therefore, we can have him posed up with and without the jacket. Just looking ultimately badass, man. I don't know what it is, but I love the character of Superboy based off of design because I don't really know anything about the character outside of that. Now, when it comes to the actual figure itself, I have two issues with it. Number one could just be the way that it's posed up, but I do feel like in the top middle image, the legs are spread a bit too far apart. Hopefully they can narrow that gap a bit. Now, granted, again, that could just be the way that it's posed, so maybe you can lessen that gap a little bit more. Hopefully so. If not, it's still going to be good. Now, the only other issue I have is, I guess you could say it's my own personal nitpick. The head sculpts look a little weird, and I don't think they're completely accurate to the source material, which I believe this is coming more from the comic book than the actual movie. They don't look bad, they just don't look great. I would much rather have like a third-party head sculpt to put on these, but more than likely I'm going to display them with the shades on anyway most of the time, so I don't have to worry about those kind of odd expressions. I do wish we could put the shades on all the other expressions as well, but it looks like we're just going to get one head. But all in all, he is also up for pre-order. If you plan on getting your hands on him, he is slated to release in December of this year. Just like I said with the Iron Man, I highly doubt it. This figure, especially because he's coming with soft goods, is more than likely going to get pushed back to sometime in 2025. Now, all in all, here we have yet another pre-order update video. Tamashii Nations and Medicom Toy doing their thing once again, as they have been doing for quite some time now. It's literally no surprise to any of us. Now, one thing I do want to mention, I've said it in a video before, but it's been a while. This is for the people who don't know. I always leave the links where I pre-order and buy my action figures from in the description below on every single one of my pre-order update / action figure news videos. So for you guys who have been asking me, there is the response to you. I have used every single one of the websites that I have listed in case you have trust issues or you're wondering if you should use this site over that site. I use them all, so don't worry. Basically, just go through the list and pick your favorite. Now, that being said, I hope that you guys did enjoy this video. I do want to know, what on this list are you guys planning on picking up? Is there anything you're planning on getting? Or are you just watching to show your support? I, of course, appreciate it either way. Now, don't forget to give your boy a thumbs up, as it always helps out the channel. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that bell icon to be notified whenever I upload new content. And last but not least, follow me on everything you see listed in the description below to keep up with my activity outside of YouTube. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe wherever you are, and bye.